Ahoy there mates and welcome back to the channel. My name's Jack and I'm in a strange room. I'm in a strange living room. Whose room is this? Whose living room is this? It's mine! It's my living room in my flat, my house, my neighbourhood, my coffee table which the laptop's on, my sofa, my cushions, see? Or mine. This is mine! And my internet also, which I finally got, and yeah, just because I can now. It's brilliant. I've got internet and I haven't got a bed yet. We actually got the internet before we got a bed. How sad is that? We do have a fridge though. In my defence, we do have a fridge. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking bollocks because today I wanted to do a strange video. It's a tag video. I got tagged in a I'm going to start that line again. Outtakes for you. On Tumblr, I got tagged in a post. It's one of those chain posts, like answer these 11 questions and then make up 11 more questions and tag 11 people so that they can answer these ones and so on. It's one of those chain things, which I've got to admit I actually really enjoy doing. And I had started to fill them out. I'd started to write out my answers and I thought, why? Why not just do a video and answer a few things? Because, I don't know, maybe the people on YouTube want to learn more about me as well. And I haven't actually read through, I think the first 2 or 3 questions, and I thought I'd do them on camera, and fun times, maybe. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I've got the questions up on the right side of my screen and the camera's on the left, so if my vision, like, switches between the two, like that happened in another of my videos as well, the voice meme one, look that up if you haven't seen it. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this. So, question 1. Any hobbies? Yes, I have a few hobbies. I enjoy watching films. I'm a complete movie freak. I have no idea how many DVDs I have, but it's got to be a couple of hundred at least. At the very least. Probably way more, but there's a lot of films over there, including a lot of Disney, a lot of Pixar, a lot of Marvel, a lot of Steven Spielberg and many, many others. So, films. I like listening to music, mainly sort of 70s, 80s stuff, so like David Bowie, Oingo Boingo, which anyone that knows me knows I love them. Michael Jackson, I like, and just a load of other stuff as well. Like, a lot of the music I listened to was stuff my mum used to listen to when she was in the RAF, so, and she was in the RAF sort of right in the middle of the 80s, so that's the sort of music I sort of grew up around. I like drawing. I'm an artist, so I draw things. Not always nice things, but I draw things. And I'm a bit of a bird nerd as well, so I go out and I go bird watching. Those are my hobbies. Do you speak any languages other than your first? I speak some very, very basic Spanish so far because it's one that I'm currently learning, and I started learning it when I lived back in Newquay because there were about 5 or 6 Spanish staff there and I thought their language sounded really nice. I'd just sort of sit and I'd listen to them speaking Spanish, not able to understand them but thinking it sounded nice. So I started learning Spanish from a site called Duolingo, which I'll leave in the description. You can learn one of, I can't remember how many languages, but there's a lot on there that you can learn and it's all free. So that's cool. I'm not going to speak any. I'm not going to... See, I can't even talk English. I'm not going to speak any on camera because I don't really like my voice in general anyway, much less when I'm talking another language, and I'll probably slaughter it because, like I say, it's only the very basics so far and I'm not really... I don't know a lot yet. I know some little bits of Japanese as well, but it's only a bit from when I was getting books and trying to teach myself from the library when I was, I think, 16. I can't remember. Favourite album? Right, okay. My favourite album... I don't have that many albums, honestly. A lot of the music I listen to is just researching separate songs and stuff and finding them, either listening to them on YouTube or hearing them by chance on the radio. I have very few actual albums, but I'd say the one I most like is Dead Man's Party by Oingo Boingo, because just, that was the very first song of theirs I heard. First off was Dead Man's Party, which I came across completely by accident. And I found it on YouTube. I was actually looking for, I think it was the trailer for a film called Back to School, and I stumbled across their music video instead, by mistake, because they're actually in the film and they perform that song in the movie itself. So I found that and I loved it, and I looked for the album that was on, and the album itself was called Dead Man's Party, which really helped. So I bought that one and I love it. A lot of the songs on there I really, really enjoy. So Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party, favourite album. Have you ever travelled out of your country? Yes, twice. Probably about 5 or 6 times if you count the times I've been to Scotland and Wales. Haven't been to Ireland yet, but, you know, maybe one day. But if you count them, you know, it's a few times. But if you count, like, going abroad, like, further afield, I went to Prague for 5 days when I was in college. I think I was 20 at the time. I went to college quite late, and I was also there for 3 years instead of the usual 2. So that was a college trip, and that was for 5 days, and that was really fun. And I've still got the scrapbook, like the photo album that I put together from that trip as well. And I also wrote out an entire holiday diary. I think it's the one and only time I've managed to keep up with a diary of any description in my life. So that was one, and the other was a family trip to France, and we were there for a week. We went to Brittany. Can't remember the place of the actual. I can't remember the actual campsite, but it was just chock-a-block full of hydrangeas, from what I remember, like the flowers, you know, the ones that kind of look like cotton candy. But it was just, the whole place was full of them, and static caravans, hydrangeas, and a load of ducks. Was that holiday? I can't remember. But anyway. Yes, that was a lovely holiday, and whilst it was a lot sunnier than England, and I got a sunburn a lot more easily, it actually wasn't as warm, oddly. I remember finding that quite bizarre. So yeah, that's the only 2 times I've ever travelled outside of my country. Right, I've lost my place already. Question 5. My favourite movie. That's really tough for someone who wants to work in films eventually anyway. I don't know, because I like films of pretty much every genre. I've got a load of, like, the mainstream blockbusters, I've got a load of indie stuff, I've got a load of kids films, I've got a load of everything. I've seen so many. My favourite lately is Mad Max Fury Road. I'm one of the very few people that has not yet seen Captain America Civil War, and I want to, because just Vision is nice, and just shut up. But no, I like a lot of different films. Disney films, I like. I don't know what my favourite Disney film is. I don't know. I'm drawing a complete blank on what any of my favourite films are. I'm looking over at my DVD collection for inspiration here. I don't know what would class as my favourite one. I'm loving the Marvel films at the moment. Wasn't as fond of Age of Ultron, but there was a lot of good stuff in there. It just wasn't as good as some other ones. And I don't know, I'm going to have to trim it down to my favourite film of last year, which was Mad Max Fury Road or Star Wars. So that's really all I can whittle it down to. Okay, question 6. Oh, good God, I just read it without saying it out loud, and I'm going to have trouble with this. Any celebrity crushes? Oh boy! Okay, I can't really list them all. Okay, let's see. Who do I have a crush on the most that isn't embarrassing? None of them, really. God, why am I having so much trouble with this one? Like, I don't know. Seeing as I've already mentioned Vision, let's go with Paul Bettany. Okay, right, question 7. Favourite pizza topping? God. Favourite pizza topping? I haven't got a clue. I don't eat that much pizza, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not a great fan of... Okay, there's a few people are going to go, what? At this, but I'm not a great fan of pizza. I think if I was going to choose any, the one that we've been having here lately is this pulled pork one with like peppers and stuff on. That's quite nice. I don't know whether it'd count as my favourite, because I don't know what my favourite would be. Because pizza's just, it's okay, but it's not my favourite food ever. So yeah, I'm going to go with pulled pork because it's really the only one I can think of. Question 8. What is the latest you've stayed awake? The latest or the longest? Because there have been several nights where I just haven't slept at all. Like, I've woken up at 9 in the morning and just been awake all through until about midnight the next day, or 1 or 2 in the morning. You know, there have been times when I've been awake for literally, like, I don't know, something like 36 hours. So there isn't a latest I've stayed awake, because it's like I haven't slept. Okay, so question 9, my favourite TV show. I don't watch a lot of TV either. We have a television, we have 2, but I don't watch a lot of TV. I think a series that I'm particularly into at the moment is the new Flash series, which is amazing. I'm watching Arrow as well, although I don't like that one as much, because it seems to be incredibly repetitive, and very samey, and a lot of it's sort of drama for the sake of it. I still watch it, and I still watch it and I still enjoy it, but my favourite out of the 2 is definitely The Flash, which I love. Question 10. Where did you first hear about Tumblr? Well, when I was at college, was it college or was it, I think it was either college or university, I'd go around looking on Google Images for various like photo references and things for art pieces, and I noticed that a lot of like the links were pretty much always Tumblr, and after a while I just thought, what is this Tumblr thing, you know? And I had a look, and it was a site I could sign up to, and I still had no idea what it was. I just knew it had a load of good pictures on there. So I used it a lot for finding pictures before I even sort of signed up to it. I didn't sign up to it until I was in university and found out that all my friends were. So I just thought, oh well, I'll sign up too, and basically I became hooked to it, which is probably a very bad thing. But hey, never mind. And question 11, the final question, favourite Tumblr blog? My own, because mine's awesome. So there we go, that's my 11 questions answered, and I'm not going to come up with 11 questions here on the fly because I can't, and I'll come out with rubbish just because I always do. So what I'll do is I'll come up with an 11 questions probably while this is uploading, and I will type them in the description box below. So if you'd like to answer my 11 questions and either post them on Tumblr and tag me... Oh, by the way, that's something I forgot. The person who tagged me was Queen Elfman on Tumblr, because she's one of the Oingo Boingo blogs that I follow, and she's awesome, so thank you for that, dear. Mwah! So yes, I'm not going to tag anybody specifically, just anyone who wants to do this. Yeah, answer my 11 questions, and like I say, Tumblr post, or even do a video and show me, that would be awesome. And if you like this video, hit that like button down below. If you have any comments, suggestions, you just want to say hi, or if you have anything that you want to say to me, just leave me a comment below deck. And if you want to keep up with my videos and just the, rambling voyage to nowhere that is my channel, hit that subscribe button and become a member of my crew, and I will see you all next time, guys. Bye!